You got it on the first try.
I was trying not to hesitate.
I really, really like your outfit. I know you said that you dressed goth today.
I wanted to dress a little more representative of the way that I actually like dressing.
What would you call your style though? Like cunt? Am I using that right?
I hope I'm serving cunt. I wouldn't know that my style is cunt. Like, I've seen cunty styles and I am not it. I am not it. Like,
What's
in my head, cunty is like you're wearing bodysuits all the time, everything's revealed, you're accessorized to the gods, like you look like you're going to a rave every day type of stuff.
I think that's you now. No? No?
This is not a rave fit for me. Like, a rave fit is much more revealing. Like, I have this one dress that's like it's white lace and it's see-through. And that I would wear that to like.
That's cunt.
Yeah, that's cunt.
What's guy cunt then?
Guy cunt? Like a wife beater and like baggy jeans and like a big chain.
Is that guy cunt? Or is that, I think that's just Brampton, man. Like, I know your Instagram bio says not a woman.
It doesn't anymore.
Oh. You didn't always identify as non-binary, right? You were a good Christian girl.
I was.
So what happened to being a good Christian girl?
It just wasn't fun anymore. Like, the church and like religion used to be very fun for me, very interactive things. And then I realized at some point that like, oh, the way they see womanhood is just very black and white. And I don't identify with the black and whiteness of it all. They really want you to believe as a woman, like your highest honor is like giving birth to a child, being subservient to a husband, having a family life. And I just don't see those things for myself. And then aside from that, the way they treat like the distress and like trauma of women in general just doesn't rock with me like at all. Like, girl, like for me personally, like I've told you about this, but like I experienced like an assault, and like I went and I confided in someone at school who was our chaplain. He was like the leader of faith at school, and he straight up told me like, you should go confess for having like premarital sex. And I was like, it wasn't consensual. Like, what do you mean? And like that really like made me evaluate the way that they see women in the church, and it very much is subhuman, and I don't want to be subhuman. I just want to be human. And intensive.
I don't know what my dad's calling me. Wait.
Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing.
Hello, Dad? 1 minute से आ जाऊंगा मैं. Okay, bye. Sorry, that was my father.
That's okay.
My father's asking me when I'm gonna be home. But have you ever like self-diagnosed yourself with anything?
Technically, I do have a self-diagnosis, and it's for borderline personality disorder. I definitely have it. Multiple medical professionals have said that I definitely have it, but they don't have the power to diagnose me. Like, I have to specifically see a psychiatrist if I want to get that diagnosis.
My cousin told me, and she's in social work, so she's for reals. She told me that if you think you have autism, you might have autism. So sometimes when I look back at like, moments in my life, maybe I could be autistic.
Yeah, I will say I definitely have some form of neurodivergency as well. I don't know if it's autism per se. I think it might lean closer to ADHD.
Oh, I have hella ADHD.
Cause like, bro, it's just not quiet up here. It's not.
It's not, right?
It's not.
Have you ever taken medicine?
No, there was this one time. I don't know what the ADHD medications are. I know there's a bunch of them, but I snorted one time.
Okay, go, continue.
I snorted one time, and it was just quiet. It was just quiet for 2 hours, and I was like, wow, this is what being normal feels like.
Why'd you have to snort it?
Because I thought it was gonna get me high at first, because I didn't know it would like work on me properly. Because like people without ADHD can take ADHD medication and it makes them feel high.
Oh, because it's dopamine.
Yeah, so like I snorted it thinking I would get high, and I did not get high. I was very solemn. I was very quiet, hands in my lap, like type shit, just like quiet, just meditating.
You know me, I'm like very outgoing. I'm like all over the place. I'm like talking a mile a minute, but I took ADHD medication once and I was sitting next to my sister watching cartoons, and like everything went quiet for like.
Are you medicated at all?
But I went to my family doctor and I'm like, hey, I think I have ADHD, and she said fill out this paper test, and I just wrote the symptoms that people with ADHD have, and she said, okay, here's your medication. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work, but I 100% have it. So I took it and I felt so calm, but she's like, I gave you a really low dose. So then I went back to her, I'm like, can I get a higher dose? And then I had to stop myself. I'm like, this can become an addiction, so I should probably stop doing this.
I was a very isolated child, unfortunately, because I grew up being one of the only Filipino kids in the entirety of the school. And I was often bullied. And they would also just like misidentify my ethnicity a lot.
What do you get? Which identity?
Oh my gosh, I was Chinese to them, so every day was just chink. I was like, okay, I guess.
They should call you that?
Yeah.
Like kids?
Yeah.
Like, oh hey.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
I'm telling you, the kids are brutal, and they're even more brutal now.
Bro, what the? I grew up with all brown kids. I've never experienced racism in my life.
That feeling you get when you pull out your ethnic lunch and everyone smells it and they're like, ew, what is that? And then you put it back, like you put it away because it's like, damn, I can't eat that. Everyone's gonna say like I'm stinky.
I feel like everybody online had that experience, but like, bro, I went to school with all brown kids. There's like 3 white kids that I grew up with. And if those white kids, and they knew this, if they said anything kind of out of line, they getting jumped.
Yeah.
Cause who like, I want to show you some pictures, and I want you to tell me what you think of the people associated with these pictures.
Okay. That's a swagapino.
That's literally what I Googled to print this picture out.
No, period.
I idolize these people in the 5th grade.
The way that Filipinos actually controlled the cultural zeitgeist in like the early 2010s is so crazy to me.
Like, I wanted to be this so bad, but I could not afford it. And I think my mom would kick my ass, to be honest. My mom would probably, don't let my mom see this video either. She's gonna be like, no modest woman. She's not with modest women. Well, first of all, I'm not even allowed to be with women. That's a no-no. Mommy's gonna get mad.
She looks like a very intelligent woman. She did her thing, now she's wearing a coat. Yeah, let's go, my people.
Be honest. I'm not gonna cancel you. That guy's not gonna cancel you either.
I think there are scapegoat. Like, I think, unfortunately, like we live in a time where a lot of people are looking to blame others for the injustices and disparities we experience, especially here in Brampton. And like, someone's like, well, someone's got to take the blame, and we just point the finger at that flag, you know?
As a non-brown person that lives in Brampton, though, what are your honest thoughts about Brampton and brown people?
I don't think they're at fault for anything. I really don't. I think we live in a time where our social structure and political structure has deemed them as demons. And
That's crazy.
I really don't think that's the reality of it. I think we failed. I think we failed our people. Like, I think we failed our people, like point blank. Like,
Our people. Welcome. Damn, dude. No, I like your
Wait, I got more to say. I actually love talking about this because like Brampton is a hub. It's a city. Like, with all due respect, like if you're gonna move somewhere and you're a brown person, where are you gonna move to? Where makes most sense?
Yeah.
You're gonna go where your people are. And then people want to be mad that you want to go where your people are. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Like, it's actually ridiculous the amount of like anti-Indian like propaganda.
Rhetoric. Dude, I was literally waiting at the bus stop, and like I'm surrounded by like brown women also waiting for the bus stop. And there's this dude across the street. He's yelling, berating these 2 brown men at the corner trying to cross. And he's like, You're a fucking immigrant. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to your fucking country. He points across the street at me and he goes, you're an immigrant. You're an immigrant. You're an immigrant. Get the fuck out of here.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my God. And like, I just got caught in the crossfire. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even like, I'm not
Because you're one of us.
one of you.
You're one of us now.
I'm so sorry, but like, let's be so fucking for real. Like, Uber would not work.
Think of the Uber stock.
I'm saying like the Uber business would not work without our brown mans. The way that they'll take the train all the way out to Toronto to deliver you your food, that's crazy to me. Like they are a hardworking people and like we just don't give them credit because we don't want to.
You know what's funny? Like brown people born here hate brown people not born here.
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. That's your people. Y'all want to talk about like one love, one peace, like all encompassing, like I love everyone, like let's just be all peaceful, and then turn a blind eye to the hatred that people experience on a day-to-day basis, and then you're on your Instagram talking about like save Palestine. You don't care, bro. There are people in your backyard getting hate right now. You don't care. You just want, like, the state of activism right now is atrocious. Like no one actually cares. And then they want to get angry at you for not using your platform. Brother, I have 900 followers that don't even give a fuck about me. They're not going to give a fuck about my activism. It matters more that I have conversations like this with people around me to change their perspective on things, to make sure that they have they have pride in where they're from, and like, you know, really dismantling the rhetoric that we've built of like migrant Indians are not worthy of whatever, you know?
Anyways, next picture.
Oh my God. She's so young.
Okay, can you hold it up next to yourself? Can you do the exact same face?
Am I smiling? This is old as fuck. This is from like 2016. I'm like 15 in this. It's like 8 years old.